Is online run coaching a scam? 5 myths that are holding you back. So maybe you got a Garmin, you follow Strava, maybe even downloaded a free training plan. So why would you pay for online run coaching? Today I'm going to break down some of the five biggest myths that keep runners stuck, injured, or plateaued. Today I'm going to show you why online coaching, if done right, can be the thing that finally gets you to the next PR, or maybe helps you make the finish line of your marathon, or maybe hit a Boston qualifying. Right. So, who am I? I'm Dr. Ray Peralta. I'm a physical therapist and run coach with nearly 10 years of experience. And since 2020, I've also worked with athletes completely online since the pandemic to help them shave minutes off their pace and run pain free without even having to see me in person. So, whether you're chasing a BQ, a Boston Qualifier, or just trying to run without knee pain, I've helped hundreds of runners unlock their full potential through customized online coaching. And in this video, I'm going to help you overcome those doubts you may have about online coaching, because if you ever said it won't work unless someone sees me run in person, it's not personalized, right? I already got a Garmin already. Then this is for you. I'm going to break down, again, those five biggest myths runners believe about online coaching and show you real results can happen when you work with a coach who understands you and actually gives you true personalized coaching, not this some cookie cutter stuff. So if you're ready to run pain free and you want to hit a PR, check out the link in my description to check out a free training I have, and then you can even go from there to like book a one-to-one coaching if you're interested. So let's zoom out for a second. Why does coaching work? Well, coaching isn't a new thing, right? If you've ever played sports in school or college, you probably already worked with a coach. Maybe you played some club sports, maybe you were even a runner back in school. And in fact, a 2024 survey showed that 62% of people who are interested in endurance sports, things like running, biking, swimming, etc., are now investing in personalized one-to-one coaching. And the trend is growing, especially for those endurance athletes. Especially as you get older, you want to make sure you're doing training smart. You're not just following generic cookie cutter plans. And here's why. You get a plan tailored to you, right? Again, you're not following the same plan that's just built for the masses. It's actually tailored to you where you at in your stage in life, your unique recovery abilities, right? You also get accountability. When you're working with a coach who's actually giving you one-to-one support, you get accountability to help you stay on top of the plan and also help you troubleshoot if you have to change the plan, again, based maybe you're not recovering as properly or you may not hitting the paces that you need. It helps you avoid injury as well. So you're training smartly and not making some decisions, right? Because if you just follow a cookie cutter plan, you try to follow it to a T, you may actually maybe doing too much or too little and not getting the right amount of training that you specifically need. And also help you avoid injury. Maybe you're running in a certain way, maybe your form is a bit off that you're not even aware of, that maybe contribute to a certain injury. And then, working with a coach who really understands injury and running performance can help you avoid that injury. And you also help you recover faster when things may go wrong. So maybe you follow a training plan, again, maybe it blows up on you and now you're dealing with some pain or ache, or you're not able to, you got dead legs, you're not able to recover. They help you troubleshoot that. And then again, you get some expert feedback that an app can provide, right? The app's not telling you exactly what you have to do to troubleshoot things or help you really navigate things in real time. It may be guessing, giving data that doesn't even make sense, right? Like it's you running much faster than it's telling you data that, again, doesn't coincide with your actual fitness level, whether you're a complete beginner or advanced. So myth number one, it won't work unless you see me in person, right? Like, online coaching doesn't work unless you actually see me physically in person. You have to run with me to be able to coach me. I get this one a lot. If they think if you can't see me run in person, how will you fix my form? The truth is, even when I work with people in person, I still have to use the video. I still have to pull out my camera to record them, to actually slow down their gait. There's only so much you can see with the human eye, with the naked eye. I still have to pull out a video camera to record their running form and still take time to break down their running form, the running gait. And, with online coaching, I simply have my athletes, when we're working together online, just upload a video, short video of the running. We'll go over it together on the call. After I break it down, I have to still do an analysis of that. That takes some time. And then we'll go in person to see, hey, what do we see? And how can I get them some real feedback so that it can improve their form and stuff that they weren't even aware of. And it's not just form. Online coaching also offers weekly calls, voice message, real-time feedback on things that are not just running, but also strength training, nutrition, different areas. And that's what I cover. Not every coach does the same thing, right? So the problem is people think, I just, work with a coach in person, but oftentimes they're just focused on the running side of things. Or maybe they just give you generic cookie cutter advice because maybe you're part of a big group and they're not giving you the personalized advice that you actually need. So one of my athletes who I worked with said, that the gait analysis stuff was better than anything she got, because there's even apps out there who, you could upload your video on an app, but you're still not going to get the level of detail that I'm able to provide for running gait. It's just not at that level yet. And so I was able to analyze her form and give her things that these apps missed. And she was like, well, it was actionable, specific, and it really made a big difference on how she felt. That actually she was able to implement the changes that I captured, again, that these apps often miss, and really skyrocket her performance. Myth number 2, how personalized. I mean, people are like, how can it be so personal, right? It's online. You're not even seeing me. How can this be personalized? You're just going to give me a cookie cutter plan. You're just going to give me a template plan. 3, a good coach doesn't just write a plan. If it's just about a training plan, don't even hire a coach. If you just want a plan, you can just buy a generic training plan. If all you care about is just the plan. See, I start with more than just a plan, right? One thing working with a coach is more just about a plan. It's actually doing an assessment, seeing your full training history, even looking at your movement, looking at your running. But outside of running, when I work with my athletes, I also do a full movement screen. I look at their upper body, lower body, core. I look at their core strength. I look at, hey, how can they do a squat? What does your squat look like? What does your lunge look like? And then try to see, hey, are there any imbalances, right? What's contributing to their pain or injury? It's more than just giving a generic running plan. Yeah, if it's just a running plan, why bother? But no, if you want personalized help to take you to the next level, getting an assessment can actually break stuff down for you in ways that a plan just can't, just a generic cookie cutter plan. So personally, what I like to do with my athletes, again, I address running, strength, nutrition, and even lifestyle factors like sleep and stress and breathing. So if you're always tired after your runs, maybe we just have to adjust your volume or your frequency of training, or add more rest days, recovery. And you're not going to get that just following, again, a cookie cutter plan, right? If you work with a run coach, you just go through your cookie cutter plan, then yeah, that's a waste of time, in my opinion. Again, it may work for other types of people, but again, what I'm looking at is taking it to the next level. So personalized means it's workouts tailored to your goal. Again, plans to fix any imbalance, whether it's in your strength or even your flexibility. Nutrition tweaks based on what you eat, what macros you need. Adjustments if you get sick or travel or life gets stressed, crazy. Maybe you're really stressed. We actually have to do more recovery work, stuff to help you down regulate. Maybe stuff with breathing, meditation, visualization. That's something that a generic YouTube plan can't just do for you. Myth number 3. Can an online coach really fix pain? Come on, man. How can you help me get out of pain? I have to go see someone in person. I have to go see a physical therapist or a doctor in person. I'm a physical therapist myself, and I've been doing online pain relief since the pandemic. And yes, it actually works. And I'm not just saying that because I'm like, oh, I'm a PT and I do it online. There's actually real scientific research that shows that telerehab or video visits are just as effective as in-person care for musculoskeletal pain. That's muscle or joint aches and pains. And here's some studies. You can look this up yourself. So Cottrell 2017, real-time telerehab for the treatment of musculoskeletal conditions is effective and comparable to standard practice systematic review, published in Clinical Rehab. LeBrun 2022, telerehab has similar clinical and patient outcomes compared to traditional rehab following total knee arthroplasty, published in Knee Surgery Sports Arthroscopic Journal. Venosa 2023, telerehab is a valid option for total knee arthroplasty patients, a pilot study based on experiences during the COVID pandemic. Richardson 2017, physical therapy assessment and diagnosis of musculoskeletal disorders of the knee via telerehab shows it's just as valid and reliable as in person. So there's just a few studies. There's more than these, but this is what I wanted to share with you so far. So telerehab can have, or video visits can have the same outcomes, in terms of helping you reach your goals, helping get out of pain, improve your running ability as in person. It's effective for knee pain or even other types of maybe hip pain, ankle pain, Achilles tendon pain. Right? Same results as in-person PT. I've seen this myself. Again, I've been in the field as a physical therapist for almost 10 years now. So most runners, and then you're also thinking, but how about the hands-on? Again, the hands-on treatment, right? Most runners don't need the hands-on treatment. What they need is the correct diagnosis and the right exercise progression to help them get rid of pain. That's what I've seen. And I could do this all via Zoom call, right? Even if there is some hands-on component, I could often teach people how to do that with a foam roller, a lacrosse ball, some kind of mobility tool to either massage out a tight area. This could be easily taught over a video call, and you don't necessarily have to go in person to get some hands-on stuff. And very few people really need, unless you're after an acute surgery, after that first week or two, you can progress where you don't actually need to get hands-on treatment. And one client came to me with knee pain online, and over just a few weeks, like in 3 weeks, we did the video consult, the assessment, and follow-up sessions, running pain-free. Not everyone's results going to be exactly the same. However, it's completely possible to get from start to finish pain relief and being back to running purely over video. Myth number 4, I've already have a Garmin and a Strava. Why do I need a coach, right? I already have the watch. I have these apps. Again, Garmin tracks what happened. I help you decide what to do next, right? Apps can't adjust your plan when you miss 3 runs, right? Or tweak your ankle, you sprain your ankle. They don't know when you need more rest or when you need to push harder, right? And even though they may claim to have some injury plans, I know Strava has some partner app, whatever, that, they give you some exercises. It's still not enough. There is still guessing, doesn't know the exact type of injury you're dealing, because every injury could be different. Well, you think you have ankle pain, but is that ankle pain really coming from the ankle? Is it coming upstream? You don't know that yet, right? You want to really diagnose your problem. And working with someone like myself, a run coach and physical therapist, can actually help you diagnose the problem and see what's actually going on. All right. As a coach and physical therapist, I'm assessing your training, your form, your movement, and your recovery. I help you train smart so you don't end up sidelined. I also help people with fueling as well. Right. Again, these apps, they may give you some generic advice like, okay, you do these types of workouts, or maybe you need to eat better, but they're not customizing it to what you actually need. And oftentimes they're using some guesstimates or algorithms based on your age. But again, it's not the true one-to-one guidance and giving you real-time adjustments and feedback as the training cycle. Because I like to say that life and even training doesn't always go according to plan, right? The plan may have to be readjusted as things happen. So one athlete I was working with, right, we were working together online, and she ended up tweaking her ankle. She was going a little bit too hard doing her speed workouts. So she came to me as I'm a coach, and in real-time feedback, we were able to readjust. And instead of her, if she was going to go on her own, she would have potentially may have pushed through, made it worse. But since we were working together, helped her modify her training, right? We scaled things back, and also see what was actually contribute to her ankle pain. So we got on a live call, did an assessment on her ankle, figured out, hey, this ankle needed some specific types of movements, some specific type of exercise or stretching. And in just 2 weeks, the ankle pain was gone. She didn't even have to go to a doctor's visit or nothing. Instead of missing the whole running season, she was able to stay on track, complete a full training block without having to, again, miss out on the season because of a potential ankle injury that would have potentially blown up into a full-blown injury, just because I was able to catch it early and then help her readjust and get rid of that pain. Myth number 5, I don't need a coach to just tell me to run more. Right. I've been there too. I joined a group run coaching program. Where all the runners there, we all got the same plan. Yeah, they had, if different levels in the plan, but there's no real support and no real analysis of your running form. Right. To me, it kind of felt like a waste. Obviously, I'm an expert in this. I kind of just did it as an experiment. However, I kind of realized, okay, they're just giving a generic plan, and not to poo-poo it all the way, right? If you're a complete beginner, maybe you just want to be part of a group and just kind of have some loose guidance. Okay, that might work for you. Totally understand. Again, I'm not going to say it's all doom and gloom with these group running coaching programs and whatnot. However, to me, it's not the high level one-to-one personalized coaching that I was looking for, right? You're essentially, you're just getting a training plan. You're following the training plan in a group setting. Sure, there's a coach there. Sure, you maybe do a group warm up, and sure, you maybe go on a group run and that. But if all you just want is the plan, you can often find those things online for free, or you can even relatively inexpensive plans that you could pay for. So when I think about true like one-to-one coaching, I'm thinking real coaching includes, hey, an actual assessment, looking at any muscular imbalances to really improve your performance, in addition to obviously giving you a smart training plan, but it's adjusted to your individual needs, just not a cookie cutter plan that's given in a group. Right. You also get strategies to help you get out of pain, help you prevent injuries, nutrition and fueling, like your hydration. That's really customized to you, not just generic, go eat more fruits and veggies, but stuff that's actually specific to what you need. And then help you with habits that may be holding you back. Like, okay, what's your recovery habits, sleep routine? And that's what I offer my athletes. I actually offer this higher level of coaching. That's not just, here's a running plan, again, because you can just get running plans online. So my clients don't just run more and just follow some cookie cutter plan. They run better, they feel better, and stay healthy. So if you're doubted whether online coaching works, Hopefully now you see the problem isn't online coaching. It's finding the right coach, the right type of coach who addresses what you need. Again, if all you want is a training plan, you can find that anywhere. But if you want that higher level of support and guidance to get you to the next level, stay injury free, and then check out my free training. And if you already run pain freeze and hit your next PR, right, check out that link in the description. And you can even go watch that free training video and apply for one-to-one coaching. And I only work with athletes who I know that I can help. So if you got the data, you got the desire, now let's build a plan to take you to that next level. So comment below if you tried online coaching before, what worked, what didn't. I'd love to hear your experience. And if this helped you, give it a like, subscribe for more running tips, and hit that bell so you don't miss out.